Hello, and thanks for tuning in. It really means a lot to me that there are billions of videos out there that you could be watching, yet you chose to press play on exactly this one. And this is actually what I'm gonna be talking about today. What is it that people pay attention to, and what is it that you pay attention to, and why? You see, I see many people just watching the news or reading the newspapers or reading books or just doing things that have been recommended to them or that most people do. And I find that a bit sad because it's like they lack individuality, they lack interests, and so they just follow what everyone else is doing. But what is real is that what we pay attention to is what we become. And I actually really like the, the phrasing of paying attention because it's like money. It's like we have a limited amount of attention and we have to really decide where we place it. But most people don't see it like that. And what we pay attention to is what we become, because we cannot become what we don't pay attention to. It just makes sense. It should make sense. By the way, in this video I'm gonna go from very simple insights to deeper and deeper insights. So see if you can follow me. That first one is kind of obvious. I remember when I was boxing, I was paying attention just to boxing, so I went to trainings, shadow boxed everywhere I could, like in the shower, while I was cooking, I was talking shadow about boxing. With my friends, with my even girlfriends, and I was just boxing all over the place, reading quotes, following matches, and everything else. And that's who I was. I really believed that I was a boxer. That's what I identified with because that's what I paid attention to. So what else could I have become? But even deeper than that, we decide what we get from what we pay attention to. It really depends on how we listen, on how we read, on our intention behind the listening, which we basically control. If you've ever watched a movie with an actor or a film director, then you will see that they see the movie in a very different way than you, and they notice things that you probably never notice. But you also notice things that they never notice. So I'm not saying that one is better than the other, but they're just different. So you can not only control what you pay attention to, but also how you pay attention to things. I think the second is even more important than the first. Because you see, if you only see what is annoying in people, if you only see the bad sides of people, then guess what you'll become? You'll become annoyed. You take on these qualities because you think everyone else is like that, because that's what you see in everyone else. But if you rather see the God in everyone, if you see everyone as already perfect, as the ever-present soul, if you see beauty everywhere, then guess what you will become? So these are my insights for today. And this is what this video is about. So see what you pay attention to. See how you pay attention to what you pay attention to. And change it if you don't like it. You can even predict your future, You can divide your day into 5 or 10 minute intervals. Then you can see where your attention is during most of the day and what your internal states are. Then see where you're going. And then decide if that's a future that you like. Or rather, you'd rather change some things, maybe. So, thanks for listening, and in the weeks to come, I'll be sharing what I'm paying attention to. See you later.